Is this what the future of footwear looks like? Shout out to the homie Johnny Kicks for sending over his brand new design and collaboration with Zellerfeld, the JK-03. To answer my original question, yes, this is the future. This is my first time working on a 3D printed sneaker and I'm super excited about it. Obviously we know that Zellerfeld is killing it in the game. They just teamed up with Nike to produce the Nike Air Max 95,000 and it's absolutely insane. But I will say this, the technology isn't quite there yet. They're still not able to print in multicolor. So that's where I come in with my custom touch. Let's get to it. Now off the rip, I gotta say, John did an amazing job with this design. It's a perfect combination of classic sneaker design with modern innovation, plus it's a perfect canvas for me. Once we add some color, it's gonna take the design to the next level. Now at the moment, it's a cream-based color. To start, I'm gonna change the base color to a yellow. This is gonna help before I start adding a bunch of other colors and stencil work. Plus, it's gonna help me change the color of the sock liner and the sole. That way I don't have to paint those two areas. I'm gonna grab a hot tank of water, get some dye, mix it all up together to put the shoes inside. To break down this process, I'm using a large fish tank big enough to fully submerge both shoes filled with water. I heat up the water to a boiling point using a bucket heater. Next, grab your red dye. The more bottles you use, the more vibrant the color will be. For this batch, I use 4 to 5 bottles. Pour the dye into the hot water and mix it thoroughly.
Chef Vick.
Shit is fuck, bro. Moment of truth. It's been about 4 hours. Let's see what these shoes look like. Oh yeah. That is perfect. That shit took the yellow perfectly. This is dope. Perfect base to work with. Let's go rinse these, let them dry, so we can get back to work. All right, guys, these are the final results. I let these dry overnight, got all the leftover dye and the water out. Honestly, as is, these look amazing. The yellow is nice and vibrant. This material took the color perfectly all around, the inside, the upper, and even the soles. Obviously, I got ahead of myself. I came in this morning and started taping off the entire shoe to get it ready for the paint job. Got the midsole, the sole covered up. Same thing with the sock liner. I don't want those areas painted. I also went ahead and covered up some other areas on the shoe. I don't want paint on those areas just yet. Right now, I'm just gonna be focusing on the front of the sneakers. I'm gonna be laying down a gradient to start this painting process, specifically on the 3D printed mesh area. It's gonna go from yellow to light orange to orange, darker orange, and finish it off with the red. Once the gradient's down, we'll move on to the next part of this process. To do this correctly, I'm gonna be using the airbrush. I always have to start with the lighter colors first, work my way from yellow to red. Part 1 of the gradient is down. It's looking clean so far. I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but now on these two sides of the shoe. It's the exact same netting on both sides as the front. Same exact thing, using all 4 colors. I'm gonna do the gradient. This time, I'm gonna start with the yellow on the bottom and work my way up. That way, the red orange all meets up right in this area. Once that's done, we'll move on to the third part. shoes right here explain why I love to do a custom gradient paint job. These look so freaking good. So you can see here, we got the yellow smoothly working its way up to orange, to dark orange, then to that red orange. Same thing over here, yellow to orange, to a darker orange. And back here, same exact thing on both sides where that red orange meets right in the middle. These are looking sick, you guys. Now at the moment, they look sick, but they're nowhere near done. We still need to add some more color to make that gradient and the rest of the panels pop. So for example, if you look at the sneaker, I just added gradient on the netting areas. If you look closely, there's some more panels on the shoe. You have this one big panel that's right on the toe box. That's gonna be one color. Then if you look closely, this X is connected to this panel over here very slightly, a little bit right here as well on both sides. So my vision is to make that entire panel white. It's gonna be very time consuming. I can't get any white paint on the gradient, but I think it's gonna look good. For this process, I'm gonna be using some Angelus flat white paint and with the paintbrush. So far, so good, you guys. We got the white paint fully laid down. I will say this, that part was not fun at all. That was about 6 hours to lay down fully solid all around. It took a while for a few different reasons. For one, it's really hard to paint on a 3D printed sneaker. The sneaker's covered in lines all around from the print. When you paint, you gotta paint in the direction of the lines. If you go the opposite direction, it's gonna look terrible. Plus, white is one of those colors that takes forever to get solid, especially when you're trying to cover up orange and yellow colors. But ultimately, it looks really good. It may sound like I'm complaining right now, but I'm really excited on how this shoe is looking. It's pops from a distance. Now there's still one color that's missing, and that's some black. Once we add the black, I feel like it's gonna tie the entire shoe together. I'm gonna lay down black on this entire panel right here that wraps around the entire shoe and the front. I'm pretty sure I'm also gonna paint the toe cap black, but I'm gonna save that till the very end to make sure that's the direction I wanna go. Once again, with the paintbrush, we're gonna lay it down with some flat black Angelus. It's gonna take a while. We gotta make sure these lines are perfect.
My biggest advice when it comes to freehanding a paint job with no tape is to take a deep breath and trust in yourself. I have years of practice and experience, but even then I struggle sometimes getting those sharp lines. Take your time, don't kick the paint on. If you make a mistake, don't freak out. Just wipe off as much as you can and go back and touch it up with some more paint.
Finally, paint job is fully complete. Black, gradient, orange, yellow, red, white, everything's fully down. Now we gotta protect this paint job to make sure everything's fully sealed. For this, I'm gonna be laying down a matte finish with the airbrush. What that's gonna do is give the paint job a nice smooth matte finish while also protecting the overall paint job for wear and tear. Final step, we just gotta remove the tape from the inside. Luckily, this is a 3D printed shoe. We don't have to put insoles or lace up the sneaker. Let's wrap this up. I can officially add painted 3D customs onto my resume. These came out freaking sick, you guys. I will say this, these took absolutely forever. I thought I was gonna spend 2 to 3 days maybe on the paint job. This actually took me about 5, maybe 6 days or so to get it right. Really what took me the longest time was getting all the lines on point. So you can see all around, the lines gotta be as sharp as possible. I couldn't use any tape as much as I wanted to. When it comes to this material, the tape or vinyl simply does not stick. If I was to try to lay down the tape and paint, all the paint would seep underneath and create a super nasty paint job. So in this case, I just had to hold my breath and make sure every line was as sharp as possible. The white paint took so many coats, the black same thing. The gradient on this shoe though is one of my favorite gradients I've ever done. It's just so smooth how it goes from the bottom to top. Same thing with the sides and in the back. Then the black and white color blocking really sets everything apart. I also went ahead and added some yellow to the midsole to give it more of a bigger pop compared to the original tone. Overall, you guys, I'm really excited with how this shoe turned out. Johnny Kicks is gonna love how this sneaker turned out as well. The JK-03 is an awesome shoe all around. Once we added the color, it really made the design really pop. Johnny Kicks really killed it on the design. I'm super proud of what he came up with. I'm looking forward to what he comes up with next. Zellerfeld is killing it when it comes to the 3D printed sneakers. I'm not even lying, you guys. This shoe is extremely comfortable, great materials, very wearable. As you can see, look, I'm gonna give it a stress test all around to show you guys that the paint is very flexible with the shoe. Zero cracking, zero issues, zero peeling. This paint job is 100% wearable along with the rest of the sneaker. Now I can't wait to wear these. At the moment though, I love the sneaker so much. It stands out. It's very vibrant from a distance. It's gonna look sick right there in the studio with the rest of my sneakers. Now my original concept for this project was very different. I was gonna add some flames coming from the toe box all the way up to the sneaker. That was gonna be inspired by from Optimus Prime, the branding from Hot Wheels, a classic hot rod. But the thing is, like I mentioned, the tape and the vinyl simply would not stick. When I would try to lay it down, it would just come right off. There was no point in trying. So at that point, I kind of had to pivot. I'll be honest, when I started this project, I had zero clue what I was gonna do. I just kind of went with the flow. Once I added the gradient, I figured, all right, we could add the white in this area, add some black over here, maybe some yellow over there, orange and red. Ultimately, I think it worked out. I did take some inspiration from some older Air Maxes that contain the sunset colorway, and honestly, this shoe translated it perfectly. Big shout out to the homie Johnny Kicks and Zellerfeld for sending me these shoes. They're gonna go perfect in my collection. The JK-03 is dropping very soon, so follow them on Instagram for more updates. Now the final question I have for you guys, what should I name them? They're very futuristic, I just don't have a name for them. That's where you guys come in. As always, you guys, you can find our Reshoevn8r products at reshoevn8r.com. This is Vick Almighty. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you guys.